Have yourself a merry little non-dual Christmas. May all your Christmases be non-dual and bright. I don't know why I'm inspired to use that word, non-duality. I don't use it much, oddly enough. Um, but of course, we might as well talk about Christmas. And is there what's the spirit of non-duality in Christmas? Let's find that. How about that? So, funny enough, in the introduction to my book, 21 Days, I mention this to a certain degree. So I'll just read this little paragraph here. This is the introduction. Eventually, so it seems, most of us at some point or another turn off that forlorn, neglected little switch called magic and turn away, oblivious to our heavy hearts, and plod off into the misadventure called adulthood. Yet hauntingly built into the fabric of our being from the moment of birth, magic seemed naturally destined to grow and blossom into something. In some cases, in a few of us, this switch never gets completely turned off. It instead is lost or buried in life's chaos, only surfacing here and there for brief moments. For many people, Christmas is perhaps the last vestige of this switch. One day each year, Christmas casts a soft, warm blanket of this promised something over and amidst our little globe, temporarily softening heavy hearts and eliciting a better world and a better you. As adults, across most cultures, we seem to limit our experience of this magic something. Call it happiness, contentment, fulfillment, or alternatively, awakening, enlightenment, or the peace that passeth all understanding, to just one or a few special days each year. Too bad. So what if Christmas could be had every single day? What if the true meaning of Christmas, the true meaning of Saint Nick, of Santa Claus, of the Holy Spirit, of the magic and the charm of the holidays, what if that could be had every day? And what if this invitation that bubbles up this time of year, and this hope, this almost palpable sense of charm that's in the air, what if you could have a connection, a relationship with this every day and not just Christmas? I think the easiest way to speak about non-duality in Christmas, at least in my case, is how my son perceives Christmas. We've talked about Santa Claus. We've talked about the spirit of Christmas. And how do I explain it to my son? And really the way that I explain it to my son is exactly the way that I would explain it to anybody. That Santa Claus is who you see at the shopping mall or on a fire truck that comes through our neighborhood, is like the symbolic form of Santa Claus, and the real Santa Claus is invisible. This is what I told him 3 or 4 years ago. So the real Santa Claus is invisible. And what was great about saying this was that I not only I could say it and mean it, but I could say it and, it'd be the truth. And it'd be the experience of it. Like, there is a Santa Claus. There really is. It's just that the Santa Claus that is the real Santa Claus is the non-dual essence of the heart of every human being. And we just externalize it in this symbolic form of Santa Claus. So this jolly old man, this charm, this person who gives. When you think of Santa Claus, you think of all of the good things, and it's exaggerated, of course. And it's, of course, this is not what we're teaching in Awakening. It's not what I teach. I don't teach Awakening without speaking about the shadow. Santa Claus is a representative of this without his shadow. Santa Claus is pure good. And that's, of course, juvenile. But nonetheless, the essence of Christmas, the essence of Santa Claus, it's really a beautiful thing. And if you can look beyond all the crappy commercialism, if you can get in touch with this spirit of Christmas, and I hope that you can, I hope that you can, through some way, shape, or form, not be disaffected, not be jaded by what we've done to Christmas, right? That if you can find the heart of it, that you'll also know that there is some part of Awakening that is connected to that. That non-duality is connected to this, to the one, to Santa Claus, the giver, to this universal spirit. So that's probably about as close to a talk about non-duality in Christmas I'm ever going to get. But I mean, it's right here. It's in our faces, and why not take a peek behind both curtains and discuss it? Let me mention this too. I've kind of danced around this a little bit, but let's go into this a little bit more directly. I don't know what your particular take on Christmas is. It's probably because more than likely you're not a subscriber to any particular religion because you're here at this site and you're into non-duality or in Advaita Vedanta enlightenment. So you're probably pretty jaded in general by Christmas. And you're probably cynical, probably closed off a little bit to it. And my suggestion to you is don't be. Open up a little bit. Why don't you find a local good Baptist church and go sit in at some sort of Christmas choir special thing, and you'll get in touch with the joy of this season. Don't go to the mall. Get in touch with this joy. Get in touch with this invitation that Christmas gives us. But try to get to the raw truth of it. And don't be cynical. Don't be too good for it, right? Don't be too good for it. When in this work in Awakening, you find what you spend many years, of course, poo-pooing a lot of other religions and spiritual paths, etc., etc. But when you arrive to Awakening, it kind of washes you clean of that kind of thing. And it's, I still have that. I do. I still have part of that. It never leaves you. But there's another part that, with Awakening, leaves you more open-hearted, more compassionate, more available to other experiences of other religions, of spiritual celebrations, etc. So this is one of those which I'm partial to, and I hope that you can also find the spirit of real Christmas and resonate with the non-dual heart that it is really pointing to. So there we go. I wanted this to be, this is not a super heavy, deep one, but this was what came up for our talk today. So, homework assignment, find the spirit of Christmas, not the lights that you hang out front, not the presents that you're buying everybody, not the shopping, not even the Christmas music that you're listening on Pandora. Go find a service where there's other people, where people have put their heart and their soul, and there's community and there's some sort of energy there, and see what comes up for you. I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye bye.